they supposed to know what a 13-year-old looked like. He made Harlem look bad with that move. All the money in the world, he should have been chasing 13-year-olds. Dame was right. Well, I'm going to break it down to you about that girl. That girl, they look 13, and that's a fact. And anybody that know her tell you that. So ain't no, you know how 13-year-old look. She ain't look 13 at all. She was over the requirements of development. She was developed fully. Now that's a fact. And her demeanor was grown. And hung out with the older women. All that. So that's a fact. So they didn't know what he was talking about that either.
In a video published September 29, 2025 on the Street Knowledge Podcast, Big Bootsie can be seen making excuses for Azie again, politely calling him a snitch and soft. But what you just heard right there, what he say? She was fully, what he say? She was over the requirements of development. She was fully developed. And that's a fact. She didn't look like, you know who talked like that? Chomos in prison. Tree jumpers. Yeah, you ever heard a tree jumper talk? About meeting a young girl in the bar, meeting a girl in the bar and this, that, and other, not asking no question because she was already in the bar drinking. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the chomos got a story like that. But anyway, that's how they talk. Oh, man, she ain't look like no 15, 14, 13-year-old. She was stacked and had this and had that and blase split whoop-de-whoop. Man, chomos talk like that. That is not an excuse for that man to be dealing with a 12-year-old girl. 12. Y'all keep saying 13 like it make it better because it's a teen on the end of it. The newspaper article says that she was a 12-year-old girl. She might have been 13 by the time trial rolled around and they had to speak about this in open court, but she was damn sure 12 then. You dig what I'm talking about? Let's get to something else you said.
What they did was take the stand about what happened to his aunt and them. Now, I don't know about all these new street rules where you a street hustler, you ain't supposed to tell this and that. I mean, he got on the stand and he admits to all of that. My thing is, most people that don't handle their battles in the street and they hustling, only thing we used to call, man, he's soft. He let that dude take his money. He let that dude do this to him, do that to him, blase blah. And you consider him soft, and then other people will start taking and robbing from him and things of that nature. But a lot of people looked at it like it was crazy that the guys snuck in there and did that sucker move, and they're supposed to be gangsters. Gangsters will always step the dudes to tell you, yo, you getting this kind of money, I need this every week, every month. But anyway, he owns up to what he did. So anybody that does stuff like that, they gotta live with that. All the way down to Alpo really telling on people that did crimes with him, for him, all the above. Like, that's crazy. But you gotta own up to that. And if you own up to it, all right, that's what it is.
So right there, he say anybody that do that gotta live with that. You own up to it, all right, that is what it is. Nah, nigga, it wasn't like that for Poe. You niggas wouldn't let Poe rest. And you mentioned Poe, talking about from him all the way down to Poe telling on people and this and that and other. So you referenced him in the same light with Poe. So in that clip right there, you politely called him a snitch and soft. Right? He took the stand about what happened to his auntie. No, he took the stand about what happened to himself as well. You dig what I'm talking about? And when did these rules become new? Azie been a snitch since the 80s. Whether or not folks was talking about it on the same level, at the same scale that they was talking about Poe and Nicky Bonds and everybody else is something different. But the fact still remains, he been a snitch since the 80s. So what are we really talking about here? I don't understand it. Back in the day, it was some sucker shit for a nigga to sneak in there and do something to him like that. What? The game is the game. Ain't that the way it's sliced? It's only one way to call it. The game is the game. Everything come with the game. You feel me? The hustlers, the wolves, the police, snitches, whatever you want to call, all that come with the game, homeboy. So stop playing talking about these as new rules. These new rules to where if you a hustler, you ain't supposed to nigga, if you in the streets, you playing by street rules. We all know that, man. Cut it out, man. That's called picking and choosing. And that's what I don't like. That's why I be on Bootsie ass pause. Because he got the pause challenge. I don't give a fuck, pause. That's why I be on his ass pause the way I do. Because you picking and choosing, dog. You sit here and talk negatively about Poe for the same shit that Azie did. Azie is, they both considered snitches. So if one is a rat, so is the other. So how you gonna sit there and defend his actions? Because you cool with him, right? Because y'all have a rapport. You meet him in the bank, and you need to upgrade your phone. By the way, you need to get off that Obama and get you a Cricket. Get off that Cricket and get you a Metro. I don't know what the fuck going on with your phone, but we couldn't hear AZ say nothing on the little audio. But these niggas is beneath me, and I didn't like that very much. These niggas is beneath me. Really? Bootsie, would you like to debate on his behalf? Would you like to debate this with me? I'll debate with you on your channel, on my channel, wherever you want to debate it. We can debate. He damn sure don't want to debate with me. I know that. You feel me? Tell him I'll debate him. If he wants to debate in the open, on the public, I'll be sure I'll debate. What's good? I'm up for the job because you niggas is tripping, man. One don't get a pass for the same thing the other one gets chastised for. You feel me? Now let's take a look at this.
You know, Dame speaks on the girl that was 13, that people saying Azie was messing with a 13-year-old girl, this, that. Now, we gotta look at this. People were saying that, but nobody, this girl never spoke out or nothing about saying Azie sexed her or sexed her or anything. Azie was on the platform before and said that he didn't sex her. I don't know. I can't remember. But one thing I can say, that was never said out like he really sexed her or jaded her. Nobody never had no concrete evidence of that ever happening or whatever. But I do know of her and that particular day, what happened when they all got shot in the house and how she got shot.
All right. He didn't know. It's not an excuse. Let's start there. He didn't care. You feel me? Now, Big Bootsie says, I don't know why this keep getting talked about and not being said the correct way. What's the correct way to say it? Your man's is a snitch that messed with a little girl, a 12-year-old girl. What's incorrect about that? What's inaccurate? How should it be said? You found the politest way to call that man a snitch you could. What he did was he took the stand about what happened to his auntie and this and that and the other. And I don't know when they said that street niggas can't testify. What? Are you a street nigga? Did you hear what you said, or do you just be saying shit, rambling? You feel me? Because it don't seem like you understand the street rules they was playing by anyway. You feel me? Check it out. That let me know that you niggas is liars. Well, yeah, both of you niggas is liars, but he trying to save face and you trying to help him. Because what niggas didn't bank on was people reading that book, The Game Over. Page 129. It should be on the screen right now. Let's see what he had to say about Lynette Bell, the little 12-year-old girl, because Bootsie, in that audio between him and Azie, where Azie says that niggas is beneath him, right? Bootsie say, I keep telling people she jumped out of cab. You didn't even know she was coming over. You was trying to ignore her. And this and that and the other. That's not what he says in the book, dog. From his recollection. Now, he may be changing his story now, like I said before, because of the flack that he's getting for dealing with the 12-year-old girl. But in his book, he said he lusted for her. You dig? He lusted over her for quite some time. Now, how long do you lust over a 12-year-old girl? You feel me? Let's take a look at it. At this point, a girl named Lynette Bell walked up on me. I've been trying to get with her for a while. She was 12 at the time of the shooting. So what you mean you've been trying to get with since she was 11? What? How long is a while, homeboy? No wonder she is standing you up, because he said she always stand him up in the, yeah, she's a little fucking girl. You dig what you mean? Anyway, I was looking for you all day. Where were you? She asked. I tried to keep my distance because I was wet and sweaty from balling. On top of that, it felt like it was over 100 degrees outside. The Lord was in full effect. I was like, why are you looking for me? You always stand me up. Yeah, because she's a little girl, nigga. You've been lusting over 11-year-old, 12-year-old for quite some time. She probably couldn't make it out the house. She probably had a curfew. You know, she's a little girl. But he says, she responded by whispering something sexy in my ear. She finally gave me the green light to get with her. Okay, I said, but I got to make her run real quick. I'll be right back. I was lusting for sure, is what he's saying. This is what he's writing about the 12-year-old. He was lusting for sure. He told her he'll be right back. He come and get that. No, Lynette replied. I'm not waiting. I've been waiting all day for you. Why can't I come with you? I'm ready right now. I looked right into her eyes and said, fuck it. Come on and ride with us. I usually didn't let women come with me on a business run, but if you saw her, you wouldn't think twice too. If you saw this 11, 12-year-old, you wouldn't think twice too. So cut the bullshit about she just came on her own. Cut the bullshit about she didn't just come with him. She didn't come with him. She jumped out of the cab and all the rest of that. This is his recollection. This is him telling you he told her come on and they jumped in the cab. He said, we jumped in the cab and headed up to 169th Street and the Grand Concourse in the Bronx to my aunt's apartment building. During the entire cab ride, Lynette kept saying she had to use the bathroom. I paid it no mind at the time. So, what are we talking about again? What are we talking about? That's why it keeps coming up. You feel me? He had no qualms about telling people how much he was lusting for this little girl in his book. Page 129, the game over. I was lusting for sure, is what he said. I have been trying to get with her for a while, is what he said. Cut it out, man. What more can I say, man? Your man's a scumbag, dog. You feel me? A step beneath Alpo. That's a step beneath Alpo. I ain't never heard about Alpo messing with 11, 12-year-old girls, 13-year-old girls, and nothing like that. You feel me? So on the latter, since you trying to, Bootsie that is, try to judge by what Poe do, talking about he took a stand about his auntie, but all the way to Poe telling on this, that, and the other. Nah, he's a notch beneath him, if you ask me in my book. Because we don't deal with chomos where I'm from. Niggas got daughters. I wish a grown 23, 24-year-old nigga would try to talk to my 12-year-old, 11-year-old daughter, homeboy. We both be in a box. You dig what I'm talking about? We both be in a box off that. So cut the bullshit, man. Let me know how you feel about the situation. Big Bootsie got caught capping on behalf of Azie again. Azie capping with him in the audio talking about, yeah, these niggas beneath me. You know, you ain't got to tell niggas nothing. Don't try to do. What he trying to do is, I guess, protect you from the public, from public perception. But public perception is what it is, homeboy. You can't protect that man. That man wrote about his feelings for that little girl. That's why the fact that he was with a little 12-year-old girl keep coming up. What don't you understand, Bootsie? Take the debate. You did? Like I said before, I debate you or him or both of you. You did? What up with that? Peace to the 5% nation of gods and earths. Until we meet again. I'll be back.